Risk it anymore?
Do what's yet to be done. The Kia Carnival Turbo Hybrid. Kia. Movement that inspires.
This is Mia. She wanted to take her brand nationwide. And with US Bank Business Essentials, a combination of checking and card payment processing, we helped her make a splash. That's the power of Mia, and this is the power of us.
While they munch on Popeye's Crunch, Dante dreams away, missing out on all these new Louisiana flavor-rated wraps. Don't be like Dante.
Love that chicken from Popeye. Thanks, honey. This is nice. Look awesome. Smell awesome.
The Western Michigan offense back on the field now.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wide out. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field.
It's College World Series been in Omaha for 75 years and downtown since 2011.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game.
She knows the Bruins like most people, but very few know about Murray State. We're all going to learn, aren't we, Danny?
Yeah, we are, Carl. They're making their very first trip
On first and 10,
the
you're
College
looking to throw
World
the
Series.
ball.
They came from Murray,
Looks
Kentucky.
downfield and connects
It's
with a wide
120
open
miles
wide
outside of
receiver.
Nashville, and their
Touchdown,
ballpark, Tony Reagan, it seats just 800 people. In the fall, when you asked them if they'd be here in Omaha, they wouldn't have believed you. It was disjointed. They told me nobody was comfortable. But a month left in the season, they started to figure it out. They raced through the Missouri Valley Conference, then Oxford,
And here comes
then
the offense
Durham,
back
all
out
the
on
way
the
here to
field now.
Omaha, fueled by faith and sugar-free watermelon Red Bulls.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield.
What's up, David?
The offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
A lot of hard work, a lot of perseverance. I think a lot of them thought it was unbelievable.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and
I
receiver
talked to
for
the
a
team
big
pregame
gain
to
for
try
this
to find out how
offense.
many Red Bulls were consumed per game. It's
Really
about 40,
clicking against this
give or take at
battle
least per
defense.
game. And again, it's sugar-free
Oh, he does
watermelon
hang
Red
on.
Bulls that have gotten them through the postseason. Ben, you mentioned the games on the road, 37 and counting.
There seems to be a song in there, sugar-free watermelon. I mean, something feels, especially
Back to throw
we
again.
could make a country song out of that. I'm sure we
Looking for
could.
his big tight end.
86-degree day, you can do that as well. It may have more than 40. We'll have the over-under at 40 as we take a look at the Murray State batting order. It's brought to you by
And the
Capital
big
One.
numbers
It
just
all
continue to
starts
pile up
literally
for
with
this
that guy,
quarterback. That's
Jonathan
more than
Holder, at the top. If you've watched
passing
any
yards in the game
postseason
now, Kirk.
baseball on
Chris's defense
ESPN
has
or
tried
any other
everything
platform,
to slow
you know
him
the
down,
name.
and nothing has worked.
You really know that it all starts with a 12 home runs this season, including 4 go-ahead home runs in the NCAA tournament. Don't turn your tails because in the first
Big
inning,
guys up front lined up.
this team,
It's
Murray
first down.
State, they're aggressive, they get on the board, and they put pressure
Looking
immediately
out throwing
on the
here to start the
defense.
drive.
Yeah,
He's looking
that
to make a
offense still
big
takes a tough
play
one. And Michael
downfield.
Barnett, all that he has done this year, folks, 12 and 1 on the season. ERA just above 4.
What up, JB?
6'4", 220-pound junior. 4 pitch mix for him. He began the year in the bullpen. First 6 or 7 appearances out of the bullpen. Mark his 20-net rotation. I tell you what, he is a
What's up,
strike
Derek?
thrower. 71 strikeouts, only 18
Here
walks.
comes Western
And
Michigan's
his changeup
offense
for him,
out there.
he will use that
Last
changeup
time out,
against
a
righties, lefties.
one-play
It does
touchdown
not matter. It is
in
his
the air.
best
Can he
swing
keep
and
it
miss
going
pitch.
here? Catch is made down the middle.
Hogard has 8 leadoff homers this season.
Play by this
Now,
offense.
yesterday the wind was really, really calm. It wasn't a factor at all. Today, if you look, it is blowing straight in from center field. Much more traditional wind here at Charles
From the
Schwab Field,
shotgun,
real
drops
hard
back.
to hit a ball out,
There's a shot
especially
toward the end
from
zone.
left center to right center. You can sneak one down those lines, but real hard he goes straight.
Calder Nathan, what's up,
Makes
man?
it tough for a start kick, right? You're not quite sure
What's up,
what's
Curtis?
working for
What's
you,
up,
and
Kenyon?
you're going to face
What's up,
a guy
Ace?
to lead off the game has got 20 all from the You were on point from the beginning.
Modern day, no more Garcia will swing at the first pitch. He is close.
The freshman off the mark behind his
That one
receiver
wasn't.
that
It's
time.
one ball and no strikes.
And a big play to start the drive,
Miller,
but now
followed by
Julian
Dustin
Bishop
Mercer
makes a
and
third
Carson
down.
Garner.
Dropping back,
Typical
looking to
college
force the first
baseball
down.
rosters. Top three
He'll
tend to
loft
do
it
some
to the end
damage.
zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the route is on. That's the kind of execution that's built.
Pitchers now, they've got the scouting reports on
Yeah,
home
from
run. So
beginning
far,
now with
this
excellent
NCAA
field
in
position.
pitches
So
in the
Cali,
zone, top 579. Very aggressive.
Sorry if I said that
First
wrong.
pitch over for a strike.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
And when he talks about dreams and it's not real and he gets chills, as he told us on Thursday, it's very sincere. This is such a massive opportunity for Murray State.
Runner finally
Now
brought
their name
down,
known
but at the
nationally
5-yard
for
line, defense
baseball.
getting pushed back here. Looks like a man is
Balls,
down
two
on the
strikes.
field
And
after
it's
the
the
last
Murray
play.
State program
So
that
we'll take a
gets
What's up,
timeout.
Billy Lee?
quickly
Second down
in
and
the
goal.
NCAA tournament. 13 first inning runs they have scored. They're hitting
Ryan for the end zone,
475 in the
right
first
up the
inning
gut.
in the NCAA tournament.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down
Warner,
at
we made a
the
very
1-yard
big
line.
deal on Sunday Night Baseball about Shohei Ohtani saying hello to every single umpire, every plate appearance.
I challenge my
That one
offensive
is
line in
outside
that
the
back.
check.
I just
Did you
slam
see
it right
what
back
Jonathan
into
Holder
that
did
A
before
gap
this
and
game?
try to overpower
Oh,
that
yeah.
defensive front.
Kick hands.
And
Make
that's
sure I
the
get the
2-minute
corner.
warning
I
for this
like it.
offense looking to run out the
We're
clock
about to
and
find out here
secure
in
an
3-2 count.
impressive
That's
win here
puckering
today.
up right there.
It's a good battle down
Shohei
near the
to
goal line.
everyone who will see
Third down and
Ohtani
goal
in the
from the
Dodgers
one.
Sunday night.
Touchdown, Broncos.
On a 3-2.
Stretching the lead. This one is getting
It's been some players.
That's another touchdown.
He is called out on the swing.
Yes. Yes.
Running back, receivers, the offensive
Couldn't
line,
play the
the entire unit
He's
has
been an umpire here in the College World Series.
What's up, Billy?
He got this one right.
What's up, Crew? Collins?
Wow, that's close right there. That's a big 50 ball there.
It's also a huge ball because the leadoff man, of course, is now on the bench. And Dustin Mercer steps in. He swings and misses badly on a breaking pitch down and in.
Can y'all go somewhere?
Mercer a good hit.
Offense back on the field.
356.
You can watch TV. Put something to watch to get you.
This performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let
This was
the
a
party
team that
begin.
was on their
Looking
foot
right,
now.
this one caught.
Brutal in the fall. I mean, terrible in the fall to the point where their head coach, Dan Strickler, was calling his mentors saying, man, how am I going to get out of this? We're not getting any better. Sounds a little bit like Alex Cora the last couple of weeks. We're not getting any better. They talked him off the ledge. Obviously, his coaching, his staff, the players, rallied big time to get here to Omaha.
Watch Michael Barnett
And
pitch.
they'll
It's
go
not
right
an
back to him on
overpowering
first
fastball.
down.
It's going to be 88 to 91. He'll sink it. Got a little two-seamer and a four-seamer. Couple of breaking balls, slider and a curveball.
Yeah, I'd say this
And
one
then change it that he mentioned.
emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense,
That's
the
high.
guys
3
up
balls
front
and a
have
strike.
controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw.
Go around a
They've been
very
able to
good
run.
UCLA
Whatever they
defense.
want.
63
That's
double
why
plays tops in the country. Owen Martin and Ron Chalonsky on the left side. Phoenix call. Lou Valabu is at first. They are all great. That's way inside. That's a walk, and it makes that ball strike on the swing
First snap
even
in the red
bigger to
zone on this
Hogart.
drive.
They got one on and one down.
Michael Barnett, first inning blues, trying to figure it out. Trying to get his mechanics in sync. Trying to slow down that heartbeat a little bit.
Well, he hasn't thrown that big straight. And when you throw 88 to 99 miles per hour, that's what he has to do. Mix it in, but he has to be able to land the off-speed pitch for a strike.
So, Hong Killer, thank you.
Who is their big power guy, 17 homers, 59 runs back.
That's what to do.
Everything there. Sticks put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one misses as well. 1 ball, no strikes. UCLA's
Stop listening to me.
is their bullpen when it comes to pitching. Double-digit guys who have thrown at least 17 games. So they are not afraid to go early, and they will go off it. That's a strike.
Yeah, and his pitch is UCLA has been
No,
outstanding.
dude.
They've been working on 16 consecutive scoreless innings pitched for this staff. That's how they find their way to Omaha.
They all have rules.
Yep.
The guy that they will use to close games.
And that is going to
guys
wrap
they
it
believe
up.
will be
We enjoyed
future
this one here.
It's actually Western Michigan.
The bullpen.
Another presentation of NBA Sports College
That's no
Football.
swing.
Yeah, it's a team that is managed almost like the pitching staff is managed like we see at the big league level, right? The starters are going to give you about 5
Good
innings.
team
The
off.
average big league starters going about 5 1/3 in Major League Baseball right now. That's that does. They give you the big arms out of the bullpen.
2 balls and a strike. And our team likes to run very often. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's the bread and butter. That's that changeup right there. And when it's working for Barnett, he'll throw it in any count. It doesn't matter.
So far, every pitch gone down the strike zone, down out of the zone.
Leave the door alone.
Infield shaded and cold. Plenty of room between first
What's up,
and
Cody?
second. One
What's up,
outside.
Anthony?
3-ball count.
And it tells you one thing: with 1 out, runner at first, he's looking for contact on the ground to see if his really good infield can turn 2.
You know, and Barnett's not been at his best lately. You go back and look now. His last 5 appearances, his last 5 starts, he's given up 24 earned runs in his last 24 innings pitched. So that's going through the back of his mind as well.
And Garner's got a very good eye. He broke the single-season program record for walks. But he swings there on a pitch that came in at 81 miles an hour. And a strikeout second of the inning.
Second strikeout. But both strikeouts coming 3-2 on pitches out of the zone.
Look at that grip. That's a good look right there at that circle change, too. Didn't throw it exactly where he wanted it, but it worked.
But we just talked about his eye and his ability to lay off. That was
Yeah.
ball 4. But instead, just 1 on, 2 down. Dom Dennis, right up there, he swings at a fastball and misses. It's rare, but it's the way this team is built to have a cleanup hitter who hasn't left the building once. Social media was all over him saying, how about Oregon State going to the World Series? They got a cleanup but doesn't have a homer. The team should have done with it. Just to let him know, we know it. But we're good with it.
Yeah, he just simply said in return, but hey, we're at the College World Series.
Take a look at that setting in this stage. Off to a great start after 2 incredible competitive Friday games.
Maurice, I think that one had only 47 stolen bases on the year. Not a team that's going to steal a lot of bases, but boy, they put up scoring out there, averaging 10 runs per game. In the NCAA tournament.
It's a conservative league for
Very cool. On the corner, so it's 2 balls and 2
So
strikes.
Lily, Han Killer, you ready for now been decided for 26 come out.
This round have had phenomenal starting pitchers. Last time they were here was 13, but just a couple years before that, Garrett Cole, Trevor Bauer,
Griffin Canning, Jake Bird, I mean, you go on.
another 3-ball count.
Yeah, all 4 hitters so far with 3-ball counts. 3 of the 4 with 4 counts.
Yep, Press, what's up, man?
Barnett, 23rd pitch of the
That'd
first
be a
inning.
loss.
Runner is off, and that one is going to go to the Cease.
And again, the next, all 3-2 counts have been off-speed
Well,
pitches.
Simpson, what's up, man?
Because they're so good at the fastball. Barnett has to be able to land that pitch as he chases. He's been able to do it twice already this inning.
He will use that changeup 37% of the time. It's his second most used pitch right behind the fastball.
It's good.
And that's a walk. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. And Hogart not been called out, and Garner not left.
Yeah, I'm ready to play high school too. Used to play 2014 until this one came out, and I liked it. I just wish he could pick like more of the games
Head coach John Savage.
instead of only like a few plays. What's up, Bankroll Cole?
He doesn't want to go down the opener road as far as using that to define the way they are, but again, you'll see a whole bunch of guys come out of the bullpen who can throw it mid to upper 90s. As we're watching Barnett throw 81 with his
What's up, Cody Vaughn?
and barely break 90 with the fastball. Stoney had a huge homer.
This one's year 2.
Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. We have a very
What's up, Cody Vaughn?
United States offense on the year. 5th in the country in doubles, 13th in total hits, 10th in base on balls, and 17th in home base percentage.
We'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs.
So Mercer's at second and Deckers at first, and Stoney looks at one down. Given the way that last night's game started with Oregon State and Louisville, there's a bit of a slow motion feel to this one. The pitchers last night pumping in fastballs at 95, breaking pitches look like Verlander. Barnett back up the middle.
Get there. What's up, Cody Vaughn?
As they are able to get the foot on the bag to beat Dicker. We've talked about their defense, and they just showed it there in the first.
Got good communication up the middle. On making the backhand and being able to feed off it.
Yes, sir.
Right to Cholowski, short, right foot, meaning the left.
All the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, and they are in the opening drive.
What you doing today, Holland Killer?
Impressive for this financial benefits directly up to $20 million from each team. That's an addition to $4 billion in still They want to stop if we possibly want to. So are
What, baby?
health and well-being services.
What?
Literacy programs. Because almost every school is growing.
Kenyatta Challenge, NFL Madden.
Driving change today's hot marathons.
What? Where's your controller?
Western Michigan offense back on the field now. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Can you stop holding to
A lot of time on the road, practices, etc. Finally, at the end, they were able to get back in. So we take a look at the UCLA batting order brought to you by Capital One.
What's up,
Huskies,
man?
the two-hitter, and they're a 3, 4, 5. This is a more conventional offense. I know they like to say West Coast offense. They got some thunder in that order.
They really do. Leaders numbers 4 through 6 in the order. They're 446 during the NCAA tournament with more base hits and strikeouts. So they'll bring the ball up. I agree with that.
How you drop that?
He's going to fix it.
So, Hansen Arts 3. I said that wrong. Apologize.
Kentucky, 6'1", 185 pounds of him. Get back on track. He's had some struggles as of late. You see that 51 walks, that could be an issue for him from time to time. 94 strikeouts, he can certainly strike you out. And boy, against a really good fastball hitting team, he will have to establish his off-speed stuff.
Damn it.
Establish it early. Fastball, curveball, changeup, and a slider for Nick Shetty.
And a steady heartbeat according to their coaching staff. Dean West leads things off. At first, just pulled in for a strike. Murray State came in hitting 463 first time through the order this postseason. They didn't muster a hit. UCLA is right behind him. First time through the batting order, they hit 462.
The running play. The offense fresh set it
A
down.
little low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Woodland Hills 5'9", 315.
Fires it to the wideout.
That's followed by Cholowski, Uvalelu.
Brings up 2nd down.
2 balls and a strike.
You
Transfer
betting him?
from Butler State Community College. She struck out a season-high 10 against Bradley back in early April. He's a workhorse. They require that. Player pitched twice against them. Came on the bullpen with second.
Produces a solid game. 3rd down play coming up.
3 balls and a strike. There's questions to whether that hit West or not.
No.
Imagine The heart rate, I know he's going to slow one, but imagine what it's like for a kid from Murray State. Being here at the World Series, starting pitcher, first game, that is Paul Fuller. You've been here twice, you've been on that bump. How do you calm your nerves? What was your secret? Especially probably the second time you did it.
You were so nervous, you know, but once that first pitch comes out of your hand, you start to feel the way you start to slow your heartbeat down. There's such a big team. Then he talked about it. They got 800 people capacity at their whole ballpark, and now you come to a ballpark like this, it's a little bit different. The first needs, can they navigate through the first inning? Can they slow it down? But the setting's going to have to figure out what's working for him, be able to slow that heartbeat down and make some quality pitches.
They've turned only 28 double plays. It's certainly an amazing few number of double plays. We've seen teams like UCLA in the 60s, 28 double plays. They 45 errors as well. This is Cholowski, who is up 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike. Savage, long-time coach.
Something Nate.
Which we got here partly because of what he did during the season, but this postseason, we haven't seen the real Rob Cholowski. So in a lot of ways, they've gotten to the World Series without major contributions.
Breaking through defenders. Physical one earns the first down.
2 balls and strikes.
It's different during dance practice 2 days ago during workouts. I'm telling you, that's the sound of the bat.
Keeps the confidence of the offensive line
cutting through the
Same with your
wind.
back. It helps
Very
everything
controlled.
else that you're doing as an offensive
And
rhythm.
heck of a presence
Now
on
you can come back with
defense.
some counters, try to take some shots off of play action.
So Brock is from Chandler, Arizona, and basically since his sophomore year, he's thought about this. And yes, he could have been a Major League Baseball draft pick.
Running back grabs it on a screen.
He had massive numbers. He's been projected as high as a Major League draft pick. So he opted to go to UCLA.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a
He
good
said, I
job
want
of
to get
coming
to that
off of
point in
coverage
that spot
and
and
chasing
in
down
college.
the
He
receiver.
want to patch that up. He's become famous. Most people who know Cholowski and the story know that he's got this dream board, what he calls that he hangs in his room. It's a vision board. In little letters, his personal accomplishments on one side, like first team All-American,
Danny-
second team on
Danny
there
High.
you go.
So
And on
after
the
taking a
right side,
closer
it
look, the
tends to be
officials will
team-oriented.
overturn that previous
Return to
ruling.
Kid Con baseball, be the part of a premier summer baseball competition.
Sorry
Like
about that.
Father saw
And you
Omaha
set it
in
down
big
after
letters.
that completion.
And that's always been what this has been about. Runner
First
goes
down,
west, that
play
pitch
action.
high, here's the throw down, it's not everything in time, and it's dropped. West steals a base.
Yeah, guys, I talked to his mom Tika this morning about that vision board, and there's 2 letters from her on that. She didn't know that he started this board, and when she saw it, she went to college, saw it in his room. She sent him 2 letters. One is about keeping your circle small, and the other one is about whatever choice he makes, his family supports him. They're all very close. His mom means the world to him, guys, and those letters are part of that vision board. All his goals on it, and it's a surprise to her, and she loves it, Carl.
Yeah, there's a maturity about him.
The best
There
way
are
to
certain
start first
places
and
you
goal
take a look one more
situation.
time. You see the Omaha
He's
at the bottom.
escaping the pocket now.
That somebody that young can think sort of not only just about himself, but about the team.
Check marks there too.
Yeah.
And you look at it, and I love the fact that he is also looking at his defense. 0 errors, Rawlings Gold Glove.
Here comes
Well,
Western
those-
Michigan's offense out
Especially
there.
the Rawlings Gold Glove,
The
that's a
last
possibility.
possession was
Well, if you want to be the first pick in the draft, and he could be that next year, you better be a complete player, and he is.
Laveau sends this one to left towards the corner, heading deep, and it is just foul. Boulevard jumped all over that.
Arm strength and accuracy.
That's
by
where you're
this
going to get a ball to lead.
Let's not forget
The wind
the
is
wide
sort of
receiver's
swirling
job of
out there,
bringing it
but
in
you've got a
for that
chance,
big game.
3:35 down the lines to
down here for
leave
this
the building.
offense.
I think that played a factor as well. I thought it was going to stay fair, and then I looked flat
play
and I'm like, no.
Incomplete. They cannot
And well, and coming off that left-handed backside, you know it's going to be slicing hard. It did.
And the offense just missed a huge
85 runs batted
I ain't
in.
gonna try that.
Walk
So-
to shut it to start.
adjustments there. Maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up.
Off speed, that one's hit to right field. West went back to second, so he is likely going to be held there at third base, and he will be. Get a great read on it. Maybe he thought it was hit off the end, and Decker, the second baseman, will have a chance, but the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Good piece of hitting, but Well, I'll tell you this right now. You see the breaking pitch, it stays up in the zone. Paradise for a right-hander or left-handed hitter, but the base running, this is what I like right here. West doesn't get a good jump. Chalowski looks up, realizes that West is going to stay at third, so he just puts on the brakes. You see a lot of mistakes being made, sometimes by the trail runner.
When you're out at second base, the last thing you do before the pitch goes to play is find out where your outfielders are located. You take a quick peek, you look back, you see where that, when the ball comes off the bat, then you already know whether you can advance and take an extra base.
A bumpy start for Shuddy. 2 walks and a single. He deals with a cleanup hitter, Martin. He's got 9 homers and 58 runs batted in.
Offense facing
2
30
balls and no strikes.
Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision?
Given the arms that UCLA can parade out of the bullpen, it's a dangerous spot to fall behind.
They get him at the 42.
Yeah, when UCLA scores first down, they are 26-1 this year when they score first down.
Does a good
Next
job
one to
of
Martin,
pulling it
it's
down,
also
knowing where
off.
the
It's
first down
3
marker is,
and
picking up the
nowhere
first
to
down.
put him with a walk. Shuddy starting to feel it a little bit.
We talked about Shuddy. He came in with 51 walks and 91 innings pitched. We talked about that has to be a part of his game. He cleans up a little bit. Not been able to do it so far during the first inning.
Familiar to major leaguers feeling he is a cousin of Matt Field.
Going to test the
Detroit
secondary.
Tigers.
And now another deep ball here.
Infield will meet on the mound to discuss what's going on. What does a professional pitcher observe here? What's going on?
Mechanically, he's a little bit off right now, right? I mean, you can tell he's opening up a little bit. To me, the two most important things for a pitcher, right? You get balanced over the top of the rubber, you nice and balanced over the top of the rubber, and then as you go down the slope towards home plate, where is your front side? I mean, your glove side, your elbow, your shoulder needs to stay in the glove as long as it can. You start to open up and pull.
If I'm gonna put you in the game as a quarterback, man, you probably make a better throw than this dude.
Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing.
Said yesterday during our game, situation like this, now you're trying to limit damage because it's very likely going to be some.
That's right.
West at third,
What's up,
Chalowski at
guys?
second, LeFou is at first. 3-1. It's a walk, a lot of hesitation, but the first run comes in on the third walk of the inning. Dean West touches home, and it's 1-0 Bruins.
It's a pretty small strike zone right now.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage.
That ball could have very well been called strike, right at the bottom of the knees. You can see as it crossed home plate, it was right at the bottom of the knees, but didn't get the call.
When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the
Trouble
team's mental
continues for Dan
stamina.
Skirkis. A.J. Saldana, the lefty, who stepped to the plate.
Following a play like this.
That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt pretty
12 homers in this bat so far this season.
Water.
He's back to throw again on second and 10.
Not playing.
He's got his man open downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Hard get going even faster when you're walking, guys.
Yes.
It's a hard one to slow it down.
You know, and before there was a pitch clock, right, you can step off the back of the rubber and you kind of regain your thoughts. You're not able to do that today.
Western Michigan.
Seven-game hit streak for Saldana, who swings and misses there, and killing it in the postseason, hitting .368. He has scored 7 runs. He looks out there and sees a lot of blue on the bases.
Here in the quarter. They'll run it here. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter.
And a little more aggressive there, 89 miles an hour, and a very big potential strikeout.
Working ahead. When you work ahead, you got to hit those defense right away. Good. You got to hit 0-2 right there through the perfect fastball. And again, that fastball's got a little left to right, and it starts to come back and just knocks it on the inside hard plate. How important is it to work from ahead? Here's some big league numbers for you. Behind in the count, big league hitters hit 191. Ahead in the count, they hit 332. Okay, that's a big difference. And any two-strike count, big league hitters hit 170 only. That's how important it is to get a hit.
I'll tell you the other thing's important.
Really sound defense on that play.
And that pitch right there, just by the reaction itself, you can tell if the hips are looking middle way.
Gotten so
And they're
conditioned
looking
here now that
soft.
we're in the fourth
Has to
quarter to
establish
see this
him.
guy
Here's
get
the
the
number for
football.
you. Peyton
just
Brennan
get
is
more
hitting
positive yards.
.545 in the postseason.
Finally this afternoon, the defense
Puts it
steps
one
up,
on the
says
inside. right corner to go 1-1. 5:45. Brennan's breakout here in the postseason. The sophomore to Rockland, California. The 6 homers, 39 runs batted in.
What's up, Colin? Colin.
Offside. It's Shirky now, feeling a little better. He goes ahead 1-2.
And this is where the infield now has to communicate really well. Not try to rush it. Get one before you can get two. Veteran infielders, they understand what their role is, but how huge would it be to be able to get out of this inning, just giving up one.
Brennan 3 for 7. That's a .429 average for the bases loaded this year. That's the case with McKinn, and the benefit goes to the hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal
I
pickup.
like this front door fastball all of a sudden he's going through. To your point, Eddie, anytime you can finish a game with 2 strikes, hitters are taught to wait. They're going to wait on the off-speed stuff. You can paint the ball on the inside part of the plate.
Takes something off a Finkel, and he's now gone back-to-back with the strikeout. So pushed a little bit up against the wall, and Nick Shuddy showed you something.
Yeah, that slider all of a sudden getting really, really sharp. He's throwing it in the perfect place right here. Looks like a fastball coming in. Watch this ball work down and in and just underneath the bat, and a huge strikeout right there for Shuddy.
Knocks that one
It's
right
really a lot more comfortable against the left-handed hitter.
Thanks for the follow, Corey.
Being able to come in, especially with that arm angle, that's pretty darn impressive.
Well, he's a reverse splits guy. I mean, Shuddy, lefties hitting 204 off of him. Right-handers hitting 239, so he doesn't mind facing the left hand.
Blake Balls is now up with the bases still loaded, and he gets strike 1, so puts ahead. The base is still loaded, and a 1-0 Bruin lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Outfield is shallow against Balls, who's just got 1 homer on the year, 24 runs batted in. He's a designated hitter for John Savage. See him out there. Flashbacks to the last time the Bruins were here. It was before they lowered the
Breezy Boy was
the outfielders were seemingly 30 yards behind the infielders.
And we threw a pick.
And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive.
Shotgun play.
Here comes the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense has
He's got a chance to pull a Houdini out here if he can get out of this by giving up just 1. This will be his 30th pitch of the inning. 1-2 on the ground, fair ball. He has his giving up just 1. Parks into his glove, slaps himself on the side, and gets some love as he heads back to the dugout. It's just 1 zip after a crazy turn.
Hey, White, man, I thought you was gonna catch that for me.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback. It all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, they blow up the play.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Stay in the game all season long with
NCAA.com.
The home of
Trying to
college
create
sports.
outside the pocket now.
AI is old news. Artificial intelligence, that's the future. Picture your perfect target markers. I mean, and now it's up there.
Operating at peak efficiency.
Place to find a place.
They're going to run it here. He's got some room. Can he get there? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Broncos. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advanced. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another
Way to go, Racers, as Rice celebrate on Tuesday after a postseason tournament victory. The NCAA Men's College World Series presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? They went back and they said, I didn't even know there were this many people in Murray, Kentucky. Murray State's mascot is a racer, a thoroughbred, a horse. It's actually a costume horse named Dunker. It won the 2023 Missouri Valley Conference Mascot Madness competition. In addition to Dunker, they have a thoroughbred nicknamed Racer One. That first pitch swung on and fell back. The Racer One actually runs a celebratory lap around the track during the football field, like a real horse. A different horse every year. That one is not the one that runs around the football field, but that's Dunker.
Why the long fence?
Never fails to get a small chuckle.
Other than that.
Yearling last couple of weeks hitting almost 500. Not there. Another interesting part about the whole horse thing, according to Murray State, the original horse, Violet Cactus, is buried inside the stadium wall in the northeast corner. Wow, their facility. Apparently buried inside the stadium wall, northeast corner. Great crowd, and it will be standing room only tonight for our second game at 7 Eastern time between Arkansas and LSU. First time these two teams, UCLA and Murray State, have ever met on the diamond. Yeah, they pulled the string. Tua change up 81 miles an hour, and Barnett, I should say, after that first inning, gets Vierling leading things off with a strikeout.
Yeah, much sharper start for him. We keep talking about that changeup, and it is going to be his bread and butter right there. There's a good look at that circle change. Watch how he pronates and turns that thing over. That ball's going to have a little bit of left to right in it, but it's the arm speed that pulls the hitter. Comes out of the same one as the fastball, same effort as the fastball, but it's about 10 miles per hour slower.
Dan talking to left.